got a big old leech. Come on. Hold on, hold on. I'll get you one too. Marky Bandit? It's right there. Why'd you give up so easily? Whatever. Right, come on, Monty. Come on. Come on, Monty Rueger. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, boys. Look at you, Ruegs. You're following. Well, that is a first. I got a new microphone and it takes battery power and I forgot to turn it on. So all that crap, I don't know if I'm going to do a voiceover or I don't know what I'm going to do. I just recorded a whole bunch of blabbing and we're just going to quickly, when you start watching the video, we're going to jump to right here and then we're going to go back, try to remember as many things as we can about how I was blabbing and cut to those little clips, which is the same sort of thing. Me and Captain Teeny Trout are going on a trip here soon. It's the first trip that he has decided the route, so that'll be fun. You know, I told him, he said he never really cares where we go, but I was like, you know what, pick something you want to do and we're going to do it. So we're going to do a trip here in like a week and a half or 2 weeks or so or something like that. I don't know. Hopefully we get some weather. Not too warm. But another thing I was saying is we're getting mauled by mosquitoes right now. Just absolutely mauled. So I want to get back on this water. I am trying. Right now I've got a line casted on a slip bobber with a worm. It didn't. My other one, the rope broke off. I had another pole set up, but it doesn't cast very far, so that's what I got set up. What else was I blabbing about? Oh, all sorts of stuff. You know, sometimes I just get talking. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I just keep doing it anyways. This is going to be a little close to the fire. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I'm going to recast this line though. I'll throw the stick for the dogs later. Rueger's going to want to be going into the water. I just, priority number one is fish. So Rueger will have to suffer through a couple hours of fishing before he gets to go wild here. it'll be so hard for him. He does not like, you know, just sitting in a boat when he doesn't get his energy out. But 'tis life. The fish are for him too, you know. Monty's just like, I don't care. Just as long as you feed me treats, I'll do anything. I'm not a picky person. Unless you point stuff at me. Then I get really upset. I don't know why, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Yeah, I am just, the only reason I'm wearing this rain jacket, I probably, see, when you forget to turn on the mic and you start recording again, you forget what you talked about. So there might be some repeating going on in here, and I apologize, I really do. I'm a grade A repeater. Just what I do, I repeat myself at least 4 or 5 times. And also about Captain Teeny trout on those trips. You guys may be wondering, why is there no Ruegs? Why is there no Layla? The reason being is Layla is not a professional like Monty in the boat, and neither is Ruegs. And first and foremost, Rueger can't go because I can't have 2 dogs in the boat. I can do it, and I've done it, but only on little lakes like this. I'm not going over dangerous waters. Only the easy stuff will I ever bring both dogs in the boat when it's fully loaded. And Layla, she's kind of the same as Ruegs. Like when you're casting, she'll just jump back and forth, and that's not ideal when you are fishing or paddling over dangerous waters and stuff like that. It just makes you, feel uneasy, and once you start to feel uneasy, there's no undoing it. You just, it messes with your whole day, you know? It just does. It's the way that it is. I've had that happen a couple times before. It's not often that I feel uneasy, but I think one of the times might have been with Captain Teeny trout right off the bat. I did the thing that I always do with a long trip, and that's wait till the last second to get prepared the day before. End up staying up all night because I'm just a scatterbrain, and then not getting much sleep, driving the 8 hours, and being tired when I get there. I'm really good at that. Alright, we just got to make sure we grab the axe for the boat and the saw, because we might need to go find some firewood. We're just going to pile in the rest of this junk, and we are getting on that water and gets to catching a fish. Now, it's very important, like I said, so we're going to go try some easygoing casting with some spinners and spoons, you know, the really fun stuff, and then we're going to give up on all that when we don't catch a fish and switch to trolling. Because I don't know what it is about trolling, but I always feel super confident when I'm trolling. I always feel like I can pick something up. I'm just dripping sweat. Okay, well, we're going to pack away that DSLR and gets to catching a fish. First things first, we're going to paddle. Actually, we're going to set our lines and troll for a second and just get to the other side of the lake so we can get this breeze and hopefully lose some of these mosquitoes. Oh, I cannot even tell you the relief that I feel from this slight breeze on the water. I'm surprised Rueger is even laying down, just squeaking his feet, just like Monty. They're both squeaking. We got horse flies out, or deer flies. So you gotta get your flies right. You know, you got mosquitoes. Everyone knows mosquitoes. And then there's black flies. Now, a lot of people think that those little house-looking flies that bite you on sandy beaches are black flies. No, those are actually sand flies. Sandflies are the ones that look like a tiny little housefly that are really impossible to get. It seems like you have to like get your hand over them, then you have to let them get comfortable for a few seconds, then you smack them. Those are sandflies. Those are my least favorite flies. Black flies are a springtime little gnat. And they're pretty much gone now, but by mid-June you don't really see a ton of black flies. See a lot of mosquitoes though, and the sandflies. I was also with Funk and her mom we were just getting mauled by the sandflies. What other flies you got? I mean, no-see-ums, horseflies. Horseflies are the big ones. Deer flies are these ones that like to go up in your hair. And they got like yellow and black eyes that look really crazy. They're very annoying, but they're probably the easiest to get. Well, besides mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are definitely the easiest, but they're relentless and methodical. Now that's like a wasp. That could be a horsefly though too. But you know, you just got all sorts of bugs. That's what's so great about the woods. It's all the bugs you get to experience. You know, it's not about enjoying nature. It's about fighting flies constantly, forever. All right, we're gonna try just casting here a little bit. We'll probably let that thing dangle. I don't want to get too close to shore here. Definitely got to do some casting. Now, if I had to guess based on the knowledge that I've learned through experience, is that it's probably a little too warm for these trout to be in shallow right now. But we're going to try anyways. I am seeing them surface out in the deeper. But we're going to try in shallow still. Now in springtime, they're definitely still shallow. That's usually where I go for them. They'll go right up in the shallows, but I definitely think it's a little too warm. But they still could be there, hiding under these logs and stuff. Another thing you're gonna have to get used to is Rueger's wines. He usually only gets better once it's been like a few day trip, and he learns that, okay, this is what's happening. The lure is not a toy. He doesn't understand that right away though. There's a big down tree right here. And I also don't know, right now, I don't know if I already mentioned it, we're using a 1/8 ounce silver spoon. Rueger, no. Leave it. Yeah, Rueger gets a little anxious when you're fishing. He doesn't particularly like it, it's not his favorite. But you have to get him used to it, you know? It's just the way that it is. One thing he really loves to do is drink a ton of water in the boat nervously until he's got a burst like a balloon and then has to pee. And then he goes pee and then he repeats the process. Oh, jeez. That is so fun, Rooks. Could you sit down, please, sir? Sit. Sit. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna go to the end of the lake and try at the back where the wind's kind of blowing to. I've had luck there before. The real deal is gonna come out when it gets closer to evening and we start trolling. It just has that feeling today that it's gonna be a good day for that. We'll just troll 2 lines with our trout slayer and we should pick something up. And then worst case scenario, while we're gathering firewood and stuff, we can have a bobber out at night. I'm thinking we've got our chance of success for a fish, I'm gonna say, of catching 1 fish, getting it in the net, in the boat, and having something to eat is, we're gonna put ourselves at, we can't go too high because then that'd just be cocky, you know? We gotta put ourselves at like 76% chance. I want to say like 85, but I also don't want to jinx myself, you know? What do you think about life in the boat, Rugus? What do you think? You think it's tough? You think it's tough? If I catch a fish, I promise I'll let you out and you can just wander the lake edge, but I gotta catch a fish and have some food secured before you run around and splash in the water and tear things apart and splish splash, Rueger's taking a bath, you know, Rugs? Oh, what just surfaced right there? No more messing around. Rain jackets are off. It's time to catch a fish. What's going on here? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure my skin's gonna peel. It just got that stingy itch. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I got it. Oop. Now for trout, I normally use spinners, but I like to start with the spoon now, this little 1/8 ounce spoon, because you can just cast it so much further. Cover more ground. And essentially when I'm fishing for trout, I feel like they're a little more finicky to sound. So when I've got Rueger whining and I'm banging and Monty's squeaking, I like to get further away from the boat if I can help it. You're fine. Sit down. I swear, if you already have to pee, sir, I just hope you never have to learn the hard way that this is something you don't want, Ruse. I really don't wish that upon you. You would learn a valuable lesson, but it'd be terrible. Hook in the mouth or the tongue, oh, that would be the worst. You do not want that happening. I can't tell if you gotta shake because you gotta pee. Oh, Roogie Toogie. Oh, there's turtles on that log. See how Monty's just relaxed and accepted life? That's what I would love from you, my friend. I would love that for you, Rooks. I would love it. I'd love it for me. Monty, you just fart? Rueger, I love you to death, but please, please, for all that is good. Wow, Monty. He is farting. Monty the stink farter in all his glory. Monty, that's 2 farts now. What's made you fart so farty, sir? So Sir Rugus Tugus but Badugus is not satisfied with his situation. Monty is just back there chilling, farting, having a good time. Rueger is upset that I am casting. So we're gonna let him out of the boat and we're gonna troll across the lake and let him just follow. He'll run along the shore, he might come in the water. He'll probably mess up the fishing, but he'll have a lot more fun doing that than sitting in the boat right now. Until he's got a little of his energy out, he is a little ridiculous. And maybe he'll learn that, like, hey, when I whine like that, I get kicked out of the boat. Yeah, actually, you know what? You're getting kicked out of the boat. We're not letting you out. We're kicking you out of the boat. This is a calm, relaxing place, Rooks. Actually, that sounds too harsh. We're not kicking you out of the boat. I know you want to be out of the boat, so we're allowing you to get out of the boat. Okay? Roots, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Good boy. Monty, you're going to stay in the boat. We're letting Roots be free. Don't worry, Monty. He is going to be just fine. We've done this many times before. Monty. He said, well, why can't I get out of the boat? Monty, I don't know if you'd appreciate it. Actually, you know what? We're gonna troll, and then we'll let you. Okay? That's what we're we're gonna do. All right, sit down, Monty. All right, this right here, this is my trout slayer lure. And that's what I'm talking, trolling for like smaller trout, not lake trout. I'm talking like brook trout, brown trout, rainbow trout, that sort of thing. Put that down there. That's what I like to use, is that little... All right, Monty, sit down. Just Rugus, okay? Just Rugus Badugas. I will also let you out if you'd like. All right. We're gonna troll, let off Sir Rugus, burn off some energy. Hopefully pick up a fish. But everything should get better closer to the dark, unless we get some crazy winds, but it just seems like a great evening. Oh, I don't have sunglasses. Oh, that was a mistake. I could go back to the car, but I don't know if I will. You hear him out there, Monty? That's your brother. And maybe he'll scare the fish to us. You know, he's just trudging along the edge of the water. Definitely not ideal for fishing, having him wander like that. But you know what? I'm out here for them just as much as I'm out here for me. And Monty seemed intrigued about going on the shore, so I might let him wander too. I guess we can go into a little bit of a story time, and it relates to what Rueger's doing right now. So before the Rueger, before the Monty, and before the solo canoes, there was a hachi and 2 kayaks. Me and Funk worked in fast food, and we saved up. Oh, it took us, back when we were starting camping, it took us like, we'd have to plan out each piece of gear and work together to pay for it. And we eventually got 2 10-foot Old Town recreational kayaks. And we had Hachi, which was a big old Malamute that looked like a wolf. And he would sit in the boat, but it wasn't that easy when you had camping gear. Like, we used to have to stick our legs out of those boats to even go across a lake. There was no room for our feet. They weren't ideal. Anywho, Hachi had no problem doing this. He would run along the shore, bounding through the woods, and would just swim, and he was just a big old wolf dog. And that's how we originally started with the camping with the dog. He was a pretty epic dog, but yeah, it started out that way. And he was very good boy. Oh, that was a fish bite. We just had a bite on this pole. That's a good sign. Anyways, he was perfect at it, except for one time. One time we went out camping and we had this crazy downpour. We had just this black line of storm coming our way and we could see it. And I was trying to start a fire when it got overhead, and it was just the loudest crack of thunder I've ever heard in my life. Lightning had to strike within 100 yards. It was super close. And I was terrified, Funk was terrified, and Hachi was terrified. And the next morning, Hachi, when we took him across the lake after we got ready, he had an idea in mind that we weren't on board with. But he got across that lake and he took off. And we weren't sure where he was. We looked, we were calling his name. We tried waiting for him, and there was just no sign of him. So we portaged to the next lake. We were looking for him. We thought maybe since he had been to this spot before, that he was gonna head out to where we were camping that night. And we got there and he wasn't there, so I was like, I'm gonna go all the way back to the car and just cross my fingers. Oh, hey, Rugs. We're telling a little story. How nice of you to join us. Just don't get tangled with my lines, okay, buddy? Oh, that's got Monty upset. I can't paddle too fast. I don't get tangled up in my lines. Anyways, I went back to the car. Funk was freaking out a little bit. I was a little worried because, you know, we're out in the woods, like there's nothing around. I was worried that we weren't gonna find him. Got back to the car, there he was. Just sitting there waiting by the car. He was done after that thunderstorm. He was like, nope. He's just sitting next to the car waiting for us. And it was hours. It was nerve-wracking when he just, okay, Monty, you're gonna get out of the boat too. We're letting out both the dogs now because Monty is also upset that Rueger's out having freedom. He just let out a little cry. Anyways, yeah, that's the story of Hachi and doing this. They haven't done this as much lately. They've been doing a lot more sitting in the boat, but this is how, when we started to train them for outdoor canoe camping, this is what we started with, having them swim across the lakes and follow the boat, because sometimes it's just safer that way, it's better, and they enjoy it more. And since, like I said, we got here and we just started fishing, they're not worn down, so they're a little worked up. So we'll let them just follow around the boat. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep an eye on them. We're gonna let Monty get out here near camp, and we're just gonna troll around for a little bit. Come on, Roogs. Go boys, come on. There he goes. Now he's following Roogs. Go get him, Monty. Go get him. Little turd nuggets. All right. We're gonna reset our lines. We're gonna do a loop around the lake with the dogs out of the boat. Then they're having fun. You know, it's just a normal walk with the dogs. You know, they're just out following a canoe, as the way that most dog walks go. But like I said, we did have one bite. Okay, Monty. Oh, he's gonna be upset with me. He's like, how could you leave me like this? How could you do this? I'm never gonna not want to stay in the boat again. There's one of my hairy Altas. Oh, there's the other hairy Alta. Stinking dogs, stinky dogs. Monty was moving much more stealthily through the woods. I couldn't hear him. Made me nervous for a second. But I think he just ran ahead and then stared at me from the shore behind some trees. Come on, you little stinkers. We're going around the whole lake. It's a nice doggy adventure for you guys. I don't know if you can even see him back there. Monty's right there. Rueger's right there. Come on, Roogs. Oh, Monty's getting stuck in some mud. Good thing Funk just gave him a bath. Oh boy. now all of a sudden I'm getting a little nervous. You know, that I haven't caught a fish yet. This is how it usually goes though when I'm fishing. You know, if I don't get fish right away, I'm like, oh, the fishing's not very good. Oh. Lose hope, and then all of a sudden they start biting. And I do know for a fact that in 2 hours, the fishing should be just like that. It's just the same old song and dance. You get out there, you cast like 12 times, you don't have a bite, and you're just like, oh, ain't no fish in this pond. I don't really hear them. Monty, Rueger. Oh, there's one. We're going around the whole lake, bud. Where's your brother? Where's the brother? Hi, Rooks. Yeah, come on and say hello. I appreciate that. Where's Monty? Monty! Come here, Monty! Roogs, I never would have pegged you for a dog that would come follow the boat, but here you are. He's definitely settled in with with getting older. Monty, come here, Monty. Come here, Monty. Want a treat? Where the heck did that stinker go? All right, Monty, let's go. Come on in the boat. Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta reel these in and discover where Monty is. Monty! Come here, Monty! Monty! Where's Monty? Gosh darn it, Monty. Just running along, just totally... Monty! What are you doing way back there, Monty? You little stinker, Monty. Come on, Monty, let's go. Yeah, I see you, Monty. Come on. He was just standing back there staring at me by some trees. Come on, Monty. Let's go. Sheesh. I knew what he was doing, but I was still nervous. Come on. Let's go. We're going to continue onwards, because like I said, we're doing the full loop. Not giving up the dream. Monty's way back there. He was stopping and staring at me like, "What are you doing? Dad, this is unreasonable. You think I don't want to sit in that nice comfy boat and sniff the breezes and smells and stare at stuff? This is blasphemy." Alright, let's reel these in. Hi, puppies. Hi, puppies. Did you have fun? Yeah? Hi, Rooks. Come here, Rooks. Come here. Come here, Rooks. Come here, Rooks. Come here, Rooks. Come here, Monty. Come here, puppies. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, Rooks. Come here. Come here, Rooks. Oh, good boy. Come here. Come here, Monty. Come on, Monty. Come here. Come here. Nah, they're too smart. Okay. Oh, shoot. My battery's gonna die and I'm gonna have to go back to camp because I forgot to grab them. But we're gonna go up and fish this corner quick. And hopefully, I've got maybe 10 minutes of recording, if that. Okay, we're gonna shut her off now, but we're gonna go try the slip bobber near the end of big down trees and casting in. And we'll go until the battery dies. So we've just got a slip bobber with the worm. I'm just dragging it behind the boat now. I cast it out and let it sit there, but the wind is just ever so slightly moving it around. And it's okay. You're just fishing. Oh, I see fish surfacing back here. Now this will be a good test to see if they do like the presentation of worm I've got going on, because I was seeing them surface. Now if they don't like that, doesn't mean they don't like worms, because I'm pretty sure trout like worms. It's just they don't like the way I'm presenting the worms. Rueger. No bites on the worms. No bites on the spinner. Uh-oh. Plenty of bites on the Ruegus. The Ruegus is fully biting. Monty is just kicking in the back. Our only option might be to troll. We're making so much noise in the boat. It's just casting for these. But like I said, I don't normally cast for them in the summer. Like we're past spring. We're mid-June. This is basically summer fishing. Everything's gone deeper. Just gonna try casting. Oh, near this log I can see. We are heading back to camp, getting a fresh battery for that GoPro, and then we're going on a trolling mission. Because it's not going to be ideal if I don't get a fish for dinner. One more cast. But like I said, the only thing we've had a bite on was trolling. And Rueger, I'm gonna lose my mind if you keep screaming like that. Yeah. Ruegus, no. Just relax. Yeah. You're just going crazy. You're making me crazy. Oh, jeez, the mosquitoes are swarming. Oh boy. Oh man. Get out of here. Jeez. As soon as I go near shore, I just ran and grabbed a battery. All right, we're gonna troll. We're gonna do 3 laps at least. We need to catch 1 fish before we do any firewood gathering, more setting up, anything. We have to catch a fish for dinner. So that's mission right now. Mission is fishing. Fishing mission. Mission fishing, mission fishing. Mission impossible. Mission infishable. I don't know. Welcome to the first session of questions that people... Welcome to the first session of answering questions that people don't ask me. So a lot of people ask me how I got started on lures like the chartreuse slayer, the white twister tail, you know, my trout slayer, my walleye slayer. They're always asking, you know, how did you discover those? How did you figure those out? Why do you use those? Well, each one of them, I guess, has a little different story. So the white twister tails, that's something that my dad's always used and showed me. Not necessarily the single twister tails. He has always used the double. It's like a little tail at the end, a double tail. And then I decided that maybe that was a little too big for certain times of the year, so I slimmed it. Hold on here. That didn't scare any fish. So I slimmed it down to the single twister tail, and that's just what I love. Now, the perfect size to me is an 1/8 ounce twister tail jig head with the 3-inch twister tail. That's perfect to me. But with the bait caster, I have to use a 1/4 ounce because you can't really cast an 1/8 ounce with the weight of the line, or maybe it's just I got a crappy reel, but whatever. Now the Chartreuse Slayer, that's got a way different story. The reason that I use that lure is because Jake Ski Guy went out fishing Lakers and pike somewhere, and I asked him what he was using because he was slaying them, and he said a blue and silver shad wrap. So I was like, all right, sweet, I'll get those. And then I saw the Chartreuse one, and I was just like, that looks way cooler. I like that better for some reason. So I bought that, and then I was rocking blue and silver and the Chartreuse ones, and I just kept having more bites with the Chartreuse ones, and I was like, you know what? These are better. And then there was a time where I'd switch back and forth, and then I'd always end up, you know, they both work, but the Chartreuse one just felt like it had a few more bites, so I just stick with it. And now it's just like a dynamite lure. That, if you need to know the exact name, is a Rapala SR6. I just gave away one of my secrets, okay? That lure will catch you any fish, pretty much anywhere. I don't care if it's a clear lake, if it's a muddy lake. It has always succeeded for me. And the key to it is letting out as much line as you can. I don't know why that helps. I don't even know if that gets deeper. But my thought process as to why so much line is that I'm in the boat talking to the camera, you know, banging around, this and that, and my lure is so far back, it doesn't necessarily get deeper. It's just so far back that what I'm doing in the boat doesn't affect where my lure is. Now, the Walleye Slayer, is I think as a kid, I heard that the orange, like a long orange stick, orange and on top gold on the bottom, or maybe gold on the sides white, is worked for walleyes. I can't remember exactly where I heard that. That was a long time ago as I was a kid. Because as a kid, I used to like to go on the shorelines of lakes and find lures, and I heard it somewhere. But anyways, I decided the Chartreuse Slayer mixed with that long stick has to be the key to walleye. So it is, and that's what I use. Now, I don't know, I decided that in warmer weather, I feel like the stick, it's not aggressive looking enough, so I get the jointed. When we're early season or fall, I like the stick. When it's like a warm summer's day, I like the jointed. And then I know that fall time you gotta increase the size because minnows and stuff of bait has grown all season. And then the Trout Slayer, that one was, I don't even know if it's the best colors for trout, to be honest. I just like the look of it. It was like, it had the chartreuse, it had the blue, it's just the coolest looking Rapala. And I'm like a person that just finds something, if it works for me once, that's the ticket, that's the golden ticket. So, most of the lures I use, you can catch pretty much anything on what I use. The Chartreuse Slayer and the white twister tail, every fish will bite that. I caught my biggest pike on a little teeny white twister tail, biggest walleye on the jointed chartreuse thingy. And yeah, that's just how I discovered my lures. Now, when I use the slip bobber and leeches, I've always known that live bait is dynamite, you know. It was until I went out with my dad on our week trip, I didn't realize that you could keep leeches alive in sunny, hot weather as long as you change the water. I was just always worried about, like, it gets nasty out, your bait's gonna die instantly. That's not the case with the leeches. As long as you're just changing the water out, it doesn't even have to be that frequent, just once a day pretty much. And then we brought them out there and we were just slaying walleye. So now that's what I bring every time, and it does work. And you know, leeches have died and I've lost leeches, but I did learn that they can live in the hot summer days, which I thought was pretty much impossible. What else? Spinners. The way I used to catch trout, the original way that I used to catch trout I'm not really a river fisherman. I don't fish rivers, but there was a lake that I'd go to, and you could see them surfacing in springtime. And I used to think that trout were the most finicky, insane fish to catch. So I would get the teeniest spinner I could get, just the tiniest little lightest lure, and I would go out into the lake and creep and just sit around and wait for them to surface and then cast on it. And we caught I think I was out with Funk the first time we did it, and we caught a fish, and that's how that was born. That had to be the way to catch them. And now I've learned more about going earlier in the season and whatnot, but that was that one. So I mean, that's a whole lot of blabbing. That's pretty much all I use. Is that? Do I use more than that? I mean, you can use so many different lures and things when you're fishing. You just got to know what kind of fish are in there. That's pretty much it. Anything works. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that half hour of blabbing and the first, well, that was only one question. Should we answer any more questions that no one asked me? What else do people not ask me? Well, that really hurts. As I was sitting here thinking about questions that people don't ask me, I was just kind of like drifting and staring, and there was a fish on. And by the time I looked up and started to put tension, it was gone immediately. Oh God, I'm really hoping that it's gonna be just like I think it is, where just before dark it'll get good, but I can't say the words out loud too much, because then I'll really ruin it. But I do feel our best luck is gonna be 20 minutes before it's too dark to see. You'll just see a black screen, and I'll just be picking up fish after fish. I shouldn't say it, knock on wood. Shh, stop it, Matthew. Back to the session. So continuing on with questions that people don't actually ask me. A lot of people ask me why I'm so terrible at shaving. You know? I don't really have an answer for that. The truth is that I don't really care about how I look in general. I'm not that worried. So I kind of just let it go until Funk's like, dang, you need to shave. And I'm like, oh yeah, I should. And then I'm running out the door to go camping, and I'm like ready to leave. I'm like, oh, I should shave. She's like, yeah, you should shave your face. It looks terrible. And I'm like, yeah, I know it does, but... And then I'll just grab the razor and just... I don't use a guard or anything. I just... And then hit parts of my... I think I even shaved off this little part. Anyways, I'm not really good at grooming myself. If I'm alive and I'm out there, it's fine. You know, and like my hair... I don't do anything. This is me with my hair. Done. That's it. That's all I ever do. I've never done more than that. I might have combed it for funsies. I did. Maybe I'll insert a picture right here of back in the day. Me with Liberty spikes. Yeah, that's right. Look at those things. That was me. That was way back in the day when I was a youngling. When I was a whippersnapper. Let's see, do we got any other good questions that no one asked me? So a lot of people ask me, why is Captain Teeny Trout in your videos so much lately? Well, that reason is that, maybe I shouldn't spoil anything, but Captain Teeny Trout is potentially starting his own channel, and I want to help him as best I can and show him what I've learned. So, you know, I'm just gonna... I mean, he likes coming out anyways, but I'll be honest, I've been trying for a few years now to get him to do his own, but he's just finally like, okay, I'm sick of what I'm doing, so let's try it. And you know, right now we're in the process of just seeing what he enjoys, and I'd like to help him, and that's what we're trying. He's jumping in, and one thing that he has yet to really do is editing. And editing can be a lot of tedious fun. There's sometimes where I have a lot of fun, and there's sometimes where it's just like, whew, this is taking far too long. So I'm gonna help him as best I can with that. But yeah, that's why he's been showing up a lot, because I'm trying to, you know, help him out. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, that's that. But I think we have time for one more question that no one asked me that I could answer. Let's see. Let's think of a really terrible one. One that no one even wants the answer to. So a lot of people ask me, why is there so much farting in the channel? And the answer to that is because it's real. You're farting. I know you're sitting there watching this farting. I mean, I'm farting. We're all farting. If there's one thing you know about a person when you look at them, you meet some stranger, could be a famous celebrity, could be a nobody, you know they'd be pooping. It's just a fact of life. So I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to hide what's natural, what's real, you know. You fart. Oh, see, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I just keep it all in. Oh, now my eye's watering. I must have got some of that lotion in my eye. But yeah, that's why there's so much farting. It's because it happens. I don't try to edit any of the stuff out that happens. I want it all in there. I want you to get the experience of what really goes on out here. If I'm getting eaten alive, Monty's attacking me with a stick. Just keep it out there. You know, keep it real. And I don't know how much we're even gonna put of this in there, because this is, I've talked for at least a half an hour straight. But you know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna end the session because I'm seeing fish surface over here, and I'm talking really loudly and a lot, and I haven't had a single bite. Or wait, no, I had one bite back there. Yeah, I had one bite back there. Anyways, I want to pay attention. I want to catch a fish because I don't feel like eating straight cabbage tonight. So, as we're saying now, we got a fish. We got a fish. Oh yeah. That's a perfect way to end the session. Oh, it's a feisty one. Oh, it's real feisty. Oh, you can see it surface. Oh, that was too good. That was too good. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Please. Why don't I feel fish? Please be swimming towards me. No. I don't feel anything. Please be. Wait, it's still there. Oh, that was. Is it still there? Okay, it's either swimming right towards me or there's no fish. I feel like there's still weight on there, but it's coming. Oh, it's still on there. Oh, okay. It was swimming right towards me. Okay, this is the most important moment. Okay. Oh, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down. We just want to eat you. We just want to eat you. Oh, it's a nice fish. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, we just want to eat you. It's fine. Just come say hello. We're just. He is so feisty. Oh, I thought he was off for a second. Come here. Come here. Oh. Rueger, all right, leave it. I don't. Oh, that is a beautiful rainbow trout. Oh, oh yeah. Let's just, yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll put the net over the boat. You know why. I waited all day for you, Larry. I've waited all day for you. That was my first cast. That's too good. That's too good. So that just happened. We've learned that lesson. All right. Oh. Oh, glory. Just. All right, before. Okay, that is exactly why I was just about to say, before we show you guys this fish, we are going to put it on the stringer. Because, actually, you know what? I've got him in the Kung Fu grip. Look at that beautiful rainbow trout. Beautiful. I've got the fingers connected. This is what I'd call the death grip. I am not letting this guy go anywhere. Not a chance. Oh, boys, we're eating tonight. Well, you're eating either way. They got food. But I would like to catch them one more fish so that they can have a pure Monty's mangled mush, because I'll be honest, they got sweet potato tonight, and I'm the only one that needs this fish to actually eat a meal that's not a vegetarian meal. Oh, it's just such a beautiful fish. Look at that thing. Beautiful colors on its side. That's a tasty one. Now, I hope if I catch another one, I mean, I'd love to catch another one that big or bigger, but for eating, I don't want another one that big. I would like a smaller one. Because that one right there is enough meat for me. Oh, all right. We can do other stuff now. We got a tangle over here. Rueger, get back. Get out. Oh, jeez. All right. We can reset. We can get firewood. Okay. We're gonna still troll around for another 45, and then we're gonna go get some firewood. I think that's the next step. Now that we've got dinner secured, I would like to catch one more little one. That's a good sized rainbow trout, though. So I came back to camp after that fish, and I was gonna get some firewood because we need firewood to fend off the bugs and eat dinner. And I forgot my saw, and I came back, and the lake just turned to this. Just pure glass, and I'm just seeing fish surfacing all over the place. So now we are foregoing getting firewood until dark. We got to get back out there. I don't care if we don't need another fish really for dinner. This is too perfect. The sun's not bright. It's just glass. There's trout. Oh, there's one surface there. Oh, another one surface there. There's a surface. Oh, another one surface there. Oh, another right there. It's like rain. It's like rain. We have to get back out there, boys. I'm sorry. We're not getting firewood. We're getting back in the boat. We're going to catch some fish because that's just how it is. All right. Firewood can wait. We'll figure it out later. It's fish time. It is fish time. Oh my gosh. So for those of you that also come out into this springtime mosquitoes, you know how it is. Oh, I find it so funny that, I mean, let me back up before I say what I was about to say, but I used to be against DEET, and the only reason I've ever been against DEET is because I don't like the stickiness and the chemicaliness and that the fact that it ruins plastics. So if I spray it on like my rain jacket or my GoPro, it melts plastic. It definitely does. So I've been kind of against DEET, but it works. And right now, if I had my DEET, I'd put it on the dogs, just spray a little bit on their heads, maybe like rub a little bit on their noses where they can't get to it with their tongues. Because, well, here's a tiny little clip of what Monty just had on his face when I was about to get firewood. Monty, that is a whole new level. Yeah, just 30. And that was after he swatted his face. So we're out in the water right now to catch fish, but also because until I have a fire going, I don't feel like having the dogs be subjected to that. They don't like the bugs either. Oh, also, this may be Brewski number 2 ski. It might be. Also, I just want to say quick on the topic of Captain Teeny Trout, if you are interested in seeing him produce content and make a channel, you know, maybe throw in some suggestions, or I don't know. He reads the comments. He definitely is reading comments, and the more I've been convincing him to get out there and record it and even make versions of his own trips, you know, if you want to see him post stuff, throw him some encouragement in the comments there. You know, it'd help me out too. Get that stinker off my back. No, but yeah, he's been definitely thinking about it, and he won't read the comments on this video. He watches, he skips through. He's more of a skipper through. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing that, and the whole reason that he doesn't bring out Layla is, like I said earlier, she's not as crazy in the boat, or not as good. We were almost going to bring her on this trip we're about to do, but the lakes are too big, and it's looking stormy. Like, you can only see, the weather is not very good at like, oh, 2 weeks out. Yeah, it's going to be that. No. Oh, we've got a fish. Anyways, yeah, there's a 99% chance that he's not going to see me talking about this on this video. So, you guys want to see content from Captain Teeny Trout? Just give him a glow over in the comments on the next trip he's in. I'm going to do my best to get him to make his own version of the trip that we're going on in a week or two. And we'll see. But he will definitely be more likely if you guys hype him up. Like I said, I want more content for you guys. I know you guys want to see more stuff. You guys want to see more outdoor stuff. You want to see Layla. You want to see old Captain Stinky Trout. He just isn't sure if he wants to yet. He's getting there though. We're working on him. Oh, this is a nice trout as well. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? 100% chance that we're going to have another bite. 95% chance we're going to catch another one. There's some nights where you just know. And this is one of those nights. Now the question is, do I keep? Don't get me wrong, this is a perfect eater. This is a delicious, beautiful rainbow. It's just... it's more about... do I want to risk giving Monty the night poops? you know what, we're gonna risk it. All right, another beautiful rainbow. This one is pretty perfect actually. So with these two fish, this is gonna be plenty for me and the boys. So now we're just gonna fish for fun. Now many don't believe it is possible, sometimes even me, but a Rueger can calm down. He can lay in a boat and enjoy the woods and the wilderness, just as any other natural creature. Isn't that right, Ruegs? Yes, you have finally reached peak calm downness. Good boy. So for those of you that have watched my 7-night wilderness trip with Captain Teeny Trout, you'll probably notice that the audio was not the best there. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Well, more like a few. But the biggest one is that I got a brand new camera. We have left the Nikon D5500, the old trusty camera, in the past, and we've upgraded to a higher quality camera that has much nicer features. But with that came learning years of audio adjusting, and when I'm shooting my videos, when I use the Nikon, I had the levels dialed. You know, if I was talking to the camera like this, or if I was 20 feet away, I used a different setting for every scenario. And with the new camera, I did like a ding dong. I didn't go play with it a whole lot. I got it right before that trip. It didn't really get time to test it out and figure out the audio levels. And then I just got a new mic on this trip, so I'm still learning. I'm hoping that I can get it a little more solid than that last trip, because yeah, and Captain Teeny Trout got a brand new mic that he was trying, so it was just a lot of tedious trying to get the audio levels similar. And there was a big problem was recording with it cranked up too high, and then it just sounds blown out, and it doesn't matter how much you reduce the audio levels, it sounds not that great. So it's going to be a few videos before I get it back to what I like. We have not caught another fish since we caught that last one. I did have a couple of bites, but that's not the same as catching fish. But the emotions of fishing are just ridiculous, depending on who you are. Everyone's got different emotions for fishing, but I got out here. I was expecting it to be good fishing. Started casting, trolling. Didn't catch anything. Was really nervous that I wasn't going to catch a single thing. Then I caught one. Then I saw the calm water and the fish surfacing all over. Then I thought I was going to slay them. And I did catch another one, but I am not slaying them. We got only 2 fish. The 2 fish that we needed for dinner. So we just barely got it. I do that a lot, just catch exactly what I need. There's been a couple times where I didn't catch fish, but you know, that'll happen. But the dogs are calm. I think Rueger's satisfied with his day. Monty he's been a trooper. Okay, so I know it's completely dark and you can't see anything, but we're about to pull into camp, and on the trip with Captain Teenager out there, I realized that the new lights I bought didn't work so well, so I bought some new ones, and I was charging them up, and I completely forgot to grab them before I came, so it's gonna be I'm not gonna have any other light than my headlamp. I do have my little LED lantern, but I'm just gonna go gather the firewood, and we're gonna cut into spark up the fire because yeah, it's a pain trying to get that headlamp to balance on the camera. So we're gonna check back in with you guys when it is fire sparking up time. Oh my gosh, the mosquitoes are absolutely insane. I thought you were helping, but now I just realized you're just stealing sticks. Let's get rid of some mosquitoes. Oh. It is insane how I have the hiccups, by the way, and they won't go away, so that's the thing. That's the thing. Hiccups. Anyways, it's insane how once the fire starts up, the mosquitoes are just, they disappear, almost. Almost. Because as I was, every second before start, oh, I gotta get rid of these hiccups. As I was saying, every second before starting this fire, I was getting swarmed insanely while I was sparking it up, everything. Just insane. The worst mosquitoes you could imagine. Just a cloud in all parts of me, my ears, my face, my mouth, my nose, everything. Every exposed part. Then you start a fire, and it's like they're gone. How you doing over here, Monty? Oh, actually, you've got a cloud. Okay, never mind. They're terrible over here. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. I got the hiccups, Monty. I got the hiccups. Monty's favorite pets are neck scratches. But equally important is butt rubs. Right here. This is where he flops over. Flop. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. You can't help yourself with butt rubs. Rueger loves belly rubs. Come here, Rooks. Good boy. Yes. Yes. Oh, you're so dirty and wet, Roogs. What's that? Oh, you. And then he loves when you grab his ham hocks. Oh yeah. He's too worked up right now. He doesn't want rubs. Now you may be wondering, what the heck did I just do? Well, everyone's got their own solution for hiccups. And mine is to go completely upside down and take a gulp of water. Works every time? I don't know. That's what does it for me. So, that's what I was just doing. I laid next to this tree, and this root mass upside down. Okay, for right this second, this is what you're going to have to deal with for lighting out here. Because when I'm not wearing my headlamp, I'm using it as the light source. I do have my lantern. I'll bring that out in a minute. We got a fire going. Definitely the swirling smoke. It's the only reprieve from bugs naturally. Like I said before, when I was getting firewood, it was insane. Oh. And then when I went over to Monty, it was also insane, but right there where they're getting that's gonna take the bugs right off. And Monty doesn't appreciate the smoke though. He hasn't associated the smoke to removing the bugs. Even right here though, because it was here a second ago and now it's over there, it takes care of bugs so well. And I've definitely been asked that in videos I've had where I'm building a shelter or something and the black flies come out like insane. And I've been asked, why don't I make a fire to ward off the bugs? And it's because when you're in dry, crispy springtime and you're running around getting firewood and wood for your shelter, like, you can't really keep an eye on a fire. And especially when it's dry out, like, you gotta be real careful or you can get yourself in a lot of trouble and make a forest fire or something. So I don't really make fires unless I can sit and watch it, or I know it's damp out and there's no chance of anything happen. Like, I will never leave a dry fire just burning to where I can't just run over and just douse it with water. So that's why I don't really do that, and I'll just, the bugs will get me or they won't. But anywho, what we are making for dinner tonight, if you can still see me, is some funky fish sandwiches. That's right. That is my favorite fish meal. Other than fried fish, funky fish sandwiches. Oh, I'm excited. I'm starving right now. So what I'm going to do here is, now that our fire's died, I am going to fillet the fish. And then we're going to cut up some stuff. And then we're going to get to cooking. Our fish is all filleted up. And, you know, we don't got a lot of light. But before we fully prepare dinner, I just want to have a little snack. Is this some cabbage? I'm not crazy. Here's our mangled head of cabbage. We're going to thinly slice off a good portion of it. Because now that we've had our snack, we need some actual slaw. Now, if you've never had funky fish sandwiches, I highly recommend you try them. Now, if you got something like a mandolin, and you make this stuff just paper thin, it's even more delicious. But we're starting with the cabbage. And like I said, I apologize for the lighting. That's just what we got to work with. Alright. Alright, we're going to add all this cabbage into this pan here. And then we're going to take a lemon. And we're going to squeeze that into our cabbage. Oop, it's squirting. Well, we're going to have to get the seeds out after. Probably should have brought out another lemon. But normally I would put some salt and pepper in this, but seeing as how I forgot it, just lemon juice and cabbage will do. Okay, we're just going to get the seeds out. And then that's it for our cabbage slaw. I'll probably massage it with my fishy, disgusting fingers, but since I'm the only one eating it, it's going to be fine. I know there's probably some people watching at home that are like, wow, those are some gross fingers you're sticking in there, but hey, it's all good. Now we need to get into our tartare, which is, we've got some, oh, that's a dirty knife, we don't want that. We got some pickles, which, since I was in such a rush, you know what, we're just gonna dump these out here. Then we'll put them back. Now for tartar. You know, I don't know what actual tartar consists of, but for me, I just like pickles and mayo. That's it. That's all I want in my tartar. Now normally I do this at home, and then I use a big old knife to get this real chopped up. But I did not do that today. So we're just going to do a rough chop here. We're going to add this to our vat of warm mayo. Oh, we don't want to lose any pickles. We'll mix here. Oops, we lost a pickle. Ooh, that might be extra mayo-y. Oh, that's a little extra mayo. You know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be delicious. Okay? Okay, and then we've got an avocado. Got to have the avocado. It adds a creaminess and a richness. You don't have to. If you don't like avocado, don't add it. But I recommend you add it. And then we're going to gently slice the avocado. You don't want to pierce through the skin and stab yourself in the hand. So you got to gently make your slices. Okay, off to the side. We must prepare the Monty's mangled mush. So we're just going to chop up this here sweet potato. And this has got to get cooking. Sweet potatoes are so dang hard. Oops. But the rule is, when you're cooking with the boys, you gotta try your best to make sure they get their food around the same time. It does not always work out that way, but you gotta try. Sometimes Monty has had to suffer as I eat my dinner and he is still having his cool down. That's just life sometimes. Alright, let's get this in their pan. And we're gonna get theirs boiling. And then, yeah, food times. Okay. There's gonna go right down here in the coals. Because I forgot the grate. I'll be honest. So we're gonna get theirs boiling first. And once this is boiling, we're gonna add their fish, and then we're gonna start preparing the rest of our dinner. Well, cooking it. But we gotta get the boys caught up to speed before we go any further with ours. Otherwise, I'll be jealous. Okay, the boys' sweet potato has been boiling for a minute, and now we're going to add in their portion of the fish. I might have given them a little too much. I don't know. I just, it's always a tough decision. Now they're like sharking around. All right. Like I said, we're working with limited light here. Oh, I just gently fell over my chair because it was off balance. Very gently fell over. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. Watch our rooks. All right, we're gonna put some batter. I might not have brought out enough. Set that there. Okay. Now we're just gonna batter our rainbow trout very gently. Now normally I don't like to keep one hand really dry, but it's not really an option right now. Now my fish batter is 50% flour, 50% yellow cornmeal, and a bunch of Montreal. And what I mean by having one hand stay dry is if you kind of get both hands in there, it turns into kind of like a sticky paste, and it makes it, you waste batter. Got a little schmutz on there. Oh, I'm getting mosquitoes all over my face. We're making a little bit of a mess here, but you know what? It's going to be just fine. It's always a beautiful thing when you're battering the fish because you know what's coming. Oh, I love fried fish. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, fish is battered. Just going to put a little extra batter on there. All right, now we got to heat up our oil, take the boys off, and then we've got to assemble our sandwiches. It's happening. All right, the boys is ready to come off and start cooling. That's going to take a good 20-30 minutes to cool down to where they can eat it. So this part can always be a little tricky when you're deep frying over a fire. So we're going to do our best here. Get the pan there. Get some oil going. Oh yeah. But what we've got here is some seeded sourdough cubes. Now this is what the ciabatta buns look like, but they're a little bigger. These are little mini sandwiches. So what we're going to try to do here is kind of just toast these lightly. Oh, there's nowhere safe to do this. Just have to put them in the dirt. You know, I'm not afraid to eat a little dirt. We just got to get these warmed up and a little crisped. And then we got to get our oil. Our oil is close. Like I said, it's hard to tell. We're going to get this a little closer here. A little spit test. Okay, that looks good enough to me. Let's get our fish frying. Oh yeah, that'll work. Oh my gosh. There ain't much better than fresh caught fried fish. Oh. Alright. We're going to clean up our pan, or our plate here. These buns, this isn't going to get crisped up fast enough. Ooh, that one's a little burnt. We just need to get a little crispy. Not crazy, just toast it up slightly. It makes for a much more delicious fish sandwich. Oh, they're pretty good. What's this? Oh yeah. Ooh, it's getting a little crispy. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good. Oh, the fire's hot. Okay. Okay, first and foremost, actually, we'll do the tartare. I just gotta make sure I got enough here for 3 sandwiches. It's a little extra mayo-y. Oh, I might not even, that was real close. I should have brought more pickles. What was I thinking? That's basically just a lot of mayo with a little bit of pickles, is what that is. Okay. massage our slaw in the lemon juice real quick. Make sure it's all soaked in. Add in a nice healthy portion of the slaw. Okay. This is going to be such a mess to clean up and eat. You can't even tell if there's 3 sandwiches there. Okay, now we just need to add in our fish and the final touches, and then it's go time, baby. Now there's 2 types of people as far as frying fish goes. There's people that like it extra crispy, and there's people that like it a little softer and just fried. I am on the extra crispy side. I like it to have a crunch, a bite, and just like a, you know, but I don't want to turn the fish into like complete mush. I like it to be cooked and fried, but not like, we are so close. All right, we gotta mangle Monty's mush while this fries for another minute. Mangle the mush. Oh, there's a little bit of other stuff in there, Monty. What do you think about that? Ooh, that is going to be some of the best Monty's mangled mush you ever had, Monty. A little bit of kibble. Okay, it is now time to finalize and assemble our sandwiches. Oh, it's so hot! I guess that's what boiling oil feels like, essentially. Oh, it's so hot! Okay, one final step. Now, personally, when it comes to a couple things, I use crappy old American cheese, and fish sandwiches is one of them. I don't know why I like it, it's just the way that it is. That's who I am. I like my crappy American cheese on my fish sandwiches. You can use whatever you want. This is just what I prefer. And since I'm the only one eating it, let us put tops on. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is some delicious, fishes, fresh rainbow trout, funky fish sandwiches that we are going to smash. Let's eat. This is smoky. We'll try not to block your face, Rudes. Let me just turn my chair. You both were very good champions today. Champions of the lake, the world, and everything. Monty, that was a big string of... I still got the hiccups. Big string of drool. Rueger, you're drooling too. Are you guys ready for your treat? Go ahead. Good boys. Okay. I am so excited for this. I am so hungry. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so good. Back up. Back up. Get back. No. What has just happened? Oh, it's okay. You know, there's something about just the crispy fish on the creamy avocado with the bite of the pickles and the lemons, a little creaminess from the mayo. It's so good. And if you're trying to make these at home, they work best with panfish. Thinner, crispier pieces of fish. Not big old fat pieces. They'll still work. But the thin, crispy fish is one of the keys to the funky fish sandwiches. I've got quite the mess to clean up. I've got oil, batter, pieces of cabbage, all sorts of stuff. Everything's scattered, everything's a mess. And I've only got this little bit of a sandwich left. No, I could keep recording and show you the part where I scoop up all this slaw and this half-eaten piece of bread and shovel it into my mouth. Breathe heavy. But I'm not going to do that. You don't need to see that. So, I'm going to shut off this camera, shut off this light, clean all this crap up, and we'll check back in with you guys when it's ready for bedtime. Or we're ready for it, not it. Guys, can I get some space here? Dogs. Yo, dog. Listen, dog. You understand that it's kind of rude to like sit a foot away and just stare at somebody while they're eating after they fed you, they cooked all your food, provided everything, They did all the work for you, and you just get up in their face, or they're trying to just enjoy their hot meal. See, Monty is at least making steps towards a better begging. You just don't care. I understand. I get it. I get it, I guess. Oh, Rouge, you didn't waste any time, huh? Come on, Monty. Come here, Monty. Monty, come here. Monty, it's bedtime. Come on, puppy. Come on in. Come on, join the party. Yeah, it's sleepy time. Yes, it is, Mr. Monty. Please don't pop the pads. Hi, Ruegs. You're gonna have to. You guys are gonna have to just. This is for you guys to decide who goes where. Lay down, Monty. Figure out your life. Monty has figured out his life. Rueger, it's your turn to figure out your life. Lay down, Ruegs. Lay down, Ruegs. Alright, that'll work. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am pooped. I cleaned up most of my mess. I still gotta put out the fire. Rueger has just been following me around for the past hour and a half, which means that he is sleepy and he's had himself a day. So I decided to just let him in here. I'm letting in all sorts of mosquitoes doing this with this camera because I've got a lens on there that needs to be further away. It's stuff and things, but anyways, yeah, I gotta go out there. I gotta take care of my boat. I gotta put water on the fire and put the coals out. A whole bunch of other stuff. Probably. Oh, there's a deer. Rueger, that's a deer. Rueger! Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I was just listening to the frogs there for a second, and a deer over there across the lake. It's so still out, you can hear everything for miles. But we haven't heard any owls. Now we might hear some owls. I've called them in successfully before, right, Ruegs? Anyways, I'm going to take care of all this crap, and we're going to pass out because I don't even know if that camera's still recording. I got to kill all the mosquitoes in here. I'm full. Anyways, you don't need to hear me babble anymore. I'm babbling enough today. I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Boop, boop, booty, boop, boop, booty. Hi, Ruegs. What's up? How's it going? How's it going, pal? This guy over here was, really just wanted out of the tent.
I kept thinking he had to go to the bathroom because he kept panting. So I just kept letting him out, letting him back in. He was getting mosquitoes back in out, in, out, in, out. I was just like, fine, you can just go outside. And he's been just living life out there for hours, so that's that. Well, we gotta get up that world and get eaten alive by mosquitoes. So, let's do it.
Well, I wonder how many hundreds of times I'm going to forget to turn that microphone on. This is... Bring your rooks. Ready? Okay. Yep. Forgot to turn on the mic again. Just getting used to it. It's real great. I told Monty if he didn't bring the stick back that time after the third attempt, I was never going to throw him the stick again. But he got real serious. And he got it. Get it, Monty. Go get it. Go get it, Monty. Go get it, Monty. Go get it. Go get it, Monty. Go get it, Monty. Oh, it's just a beautiful morning today. Yeah, I was just saying, the mosquitoes are pretty bad this morning, but when I'm standing in the sun, they're not eating me alive like crazy. Monty, go get that stick. That was the worst throw I've ever thrown. He's never gonna find that one. It's right next to him to his left. Oh, he just locked eyes with it. He got it. Monty. Yeah, Rueger is just like Monty now. He'll go out as far as I throw it. Rueger's better at seeing him though than Monty is. Monty's got tiny eye teddy bear syndrome, so he struggles sometimes. But I slept like a baby last night on the Mondo Dookie pad. I did bring out the Mondo Dookie. Yeah, I couldn't fit it in my bag. I had to leave it in the car and go back. So I was gonna stuff it in here somewhere. But yeah, we're just throwing the stick for the boys here. Then we gotta pack up. I've got to edit this up today. I've got stuff I got to do today. Things are getting real today. So I suppose I'm gonna start packing up. You know. Let's clean up all this crap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's clean up all this crap. Clean up all this stinky poo-poo crap. Clean up this crap. We got some crap. Some crap to clean up. Up, up, up. Oh. Hello. Would you like a stick throw? Did you bring yours back? You sure did. Ready, Monty? Get it, Monty. Go ahead, go get it. I'm not gonna stand there and hold your paw every time and make you go get it. If you go get it, Monty. No, you don't yell at me. You go get it. Go get that stick. Go get it. Go get it. It's like 10 feet out. Go get the stick. You will get stick, boy. Go get it, Monty. Go, 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 go. Good boy. Jeez. He is walking on thin ice there. Jeez. I don't know why he's griping at me so much. Stinker. Go away, mosquitoes. No one likes you. There's not a single person alive that likes you. Did you even get it? Oh, now you're telling me to throw it for you? Oh, this thing is a monster. He's yelling at me about having to go fetch it, and then he's yelling at me to throw it for him again. What does he want? What does he want? Seriously. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's see how inefficiently we can pack this all into this bag. You know, that's the goal here, is to just cram this crap in this bag. See, when I'm doing an overnighter, I don't really, as long as I can get all my stuff to the car, it doesn't matter if it's all put away, because as soon as I get home, one of the first things I do is unpack all of my gear so it can dry out. So if you're ever wondering why I'm just like, I seem like a reckless, just insane creature that's just all my stuff in the bag at the end, that's why. Because we got to put it away and dry it out. We've got to do it. There's a big old bug in there. Oh. Okie dokes. Well, I just got to put away my chair now, pack away that DSLR, we're going to get on the water. So, Roogie Toogie McDoogie, let's do it. Alright boys, you know the drill. You're walking this one. Come on, puppy doggies, let's go. You got a nice stick, hey Roogs? It's a good boy. Alright, well I've got about 3% battery left, which means it's going to die any second, and I might not even get off this speech because I packed away the rest of my batteries. But anyways, come on, let's go. Come on. Anywho, that was a fun little overnighter. We caught our fish. We had some delicious fish sandwiches. Monty's crying and yelling at us because he's just being dramatic this morning. Anyways, we're gonna head home and get this video uploaded and ready for you guys to watch and enjoy. So as always, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys at the next video. Puppy, good boy. wanna go for it? You wanna go for it? Okay.